Hi guys, welcome back. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I apply false lashes. Now, for me, it has taken me so long to figure this out, and it's definitely not something that you're going to learn overnight. It takes a lot of work, a lot of practice, but once you get it down, it takes seconds. And I've always wanted to learn how to do this, but I just didn't want to take the time to figure it all out. And now I know how to do it. So I want to show you how to apply them and what my tips and tricks are for you guys so that it is easier for you to apply them, especially if you're just getting into false lashes. So if you guys want to see what lashes I recommend, how I apply them, my tips and tricks, just keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn your notifications on so you are notified every time I upload, and check out my social media. They're here on the page as well as down in the description bar. Let's get started with the video, guys. So for me, when it comes to lashes, I like a lash that is very lengthy, very voluminous, very dark, just dramatic, you know what I mean? I'm not really into natural looking lashes. I prefer more of the dramatic kind. Now there's a bunch of different varieties out there. You have drugstore and then you have like high-end. Now I only really venture into drugstore. I haven't really felt the need to venture into high-end because I think there's a lot of good drugstore lashes out there. So the first pair of lashes that I started out with in the first brand that I started using is called Kiss. Now these are in the style Page Boy. Right here's the name. And I do only have one pair left of these, but you can see they're very voluminous and lengthy. Let me pull out the container so you guys can see them better. That is what they look like. They're kind of like a little bit spidery on the tips. I think Kiss has some of the most amazing lashes, and they are very affordable. I think for this, you would normally have 5 pairs in here. I think maybe I paid $10, $11, I want to say. And what I like about Kiss lashes is the lash band is extremely thin. I have a pair of lashes here that is from Eylure, and you guys can see this lash band is so thick that they're just too heavy for my eyes and they're just hard to apply. I prefer kind of like invisible bands, if that makes sense. Like I know Ardell has some really amazing lashes as well, and their bands are known to be invisible. And Kiss is almost the same way. I do like Ardell, I do like Kiss, I like Eylure. I think all 3 of those brands have some really amazing lashes. So I'm gonna go in with these. These are the style Page Boy, and first and foremost, the first tip that I would tell you guys is to curl your lashes. Now for me, I like to use an eyelash curler. This is from Pure. I got this in a BoxyCharm. For my lashes are a little bit curled, but they're more so just kind of straight out. And when your lashes aren't curled, you're not really going to be able to see where to put your lash, if that makes sense. So I am going to zoom you guys in. So you guys are up close and personal. So I'm going to take my eyelash curler, and you want to be careful that you don't pinch your skin because it is very painful. Just be careful. Make sure you don't pinch yourself. But you're going to put your lashes in the eyelash band and try to curl as close as you can to that eyelash root. And I just give it a few pumps, and you guys can see, you can notice these lashes a lot more than these lashes over here. So that's why I like to curl them, just so that way I can see like the correct place to set my lash on my eyelashes. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Just going to give it a few pumps. And there you go. So now we got the lashes curled. My second tip for you guys is to apply mascara first. Now you don't have to apply mascara first. You can, just put your lashes on and then you can combine your natural lashes with the false lashes with mascara. But for me personally, what I like to do is I like to go in with the mascara first. So I'm just going to be using the NARS Climax mascara. You guys know I love the Milk Kush mascara, but it takes so long to dry. So I'm just going to go in with the Climax mascara, and I'm not going to put a lot on. I'm just going to coat my lashes to give them some length, just so that way I can see where exactly I need to place my lashes. I'm just going in with one coat. I really don't like to get my natural lashes clumpy when I'm applying false lashes because I just feel like when it's clumpy you can't see as good. So I'm only applying just one coat of mascara to the lashes, and this is the length that I'm going to leave them at. And of course I'm going to wait for that to dry and then we'll go in with the lashes. Now, when you are removing lashes from the package, what I always do is, first of all, tweezers are going to be your best friend, okay? For those people who can just apply lashes without a tweezer and just do it with their hand and just pop them on, I don't know how y'all do it. Like, I've tried and it just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to go in with tweezers, and what I like to do here is just, you want to be very careful because you can ruin the lash taking it out of the package. So you just want to be very, very careful and just pull that lash out. I know you guys probably didn't see that, but just gonna pull the lash out now. How to tell which eye it's supposed to go on, you guys can see here. The shorter end of the lash there is on the right side, which is gonna be your left. And the longer side is on my left, it's gonna be your right. You obviously want the shorter part to go closer to the inner corner and the longer part to go closer to the outer corner. Now, my third tip for you is to trim your lashes. You want to make sure that they are the length of your eyelid, okay? You don't want them to go too far in the inner corner, and you don't want them to go too far on the outer corner, because then they're going to hang and it's not going to look right. It's not going to look good. So basically what I will do is I will place this right on my eye like this. I'll just place it there, kind of like this, and I can kind of get an understanding of how much I'm gonna have to cut it when I place it on my eye. So I'm just going to take some lash scissors. I recommend grabbing a set of these. They're only a couple dollars at Walmart. And what I always do, I have very small eyes, so I always cut a lot off the end of my lash. So I am just going to trim these. And what I like to do, I'm just gonna start with taking off this much of the end. So you can see here, I just took off, that's kind of like a lot, I think. So that is how much I trimmed off the edge of the lash. So now I'm just gonna take my tweezers and kind of go back in, make sure that it fits my eye. So you guys can see it does fit my eye really, really good. Now, my fourth tip for you is the type of glue that you are using. Now, I like a clear glue. It starts out white and it dries clear, just because when I used to use black glue, it would kind of just get all over my lid for some reason. So I just felt that using the clear glue was easier. And plus, I would use black glue if I had like a winged eyeliner going on, just because then it'll automatically blend with the eyeliner. But for me personally, I really like this Kiss Strip Lash adhesive. This is what it looks like. It has aloe and it is latex free, so if you do have a latex allergy or you do have really sensitive eyes, this will be a good lash glue for you. My eyes are super sensitive and I can't stand it. Anything burns my eyes, so I really have to watch what products I put on my eyes. So this is a really, really good lash glue. There are lash glues that are in squeezy tubes, and then there are lash glues that come in like a little brush here. I like the brush on one simply because you have more control over how much glue you're putting on your lash. With the squeeze tubes, I feel like you just put too much glue on the band, and you can't really control it, you can't really stop it. So I like using a fine felt brush for my glue. The fourth tip that I have here is when you are applying glue to your lashes, you want to make sure that you give the glue time to get tacky. You cannot just apply glue and go right in on your eye. You cannot do that. The glue is going to get everywhere. It's going to ruin your eye makeup look. It's not a good time. Trust me, I have done it. So we're going to put some glue right here on the band. And basically what I do is I just try to put like a little thin coat of glue on the band here, and basically I will just blow on it, or I will do this, and I will give it about 20 to 30 seconds for it to get tacky. What I like about using this clear glue, what I like about using that is that once the glue is starting to dry, it kind of gets like a bluish hue to it, but it is clear. Once it starts turning that little bluish hue, I know that it has become tacky and I am able to apply it to my eye. I will just look at the lash, I'll blow on it like that, I'll do this, and then once I see the glue is starting to turn a little bit bluey clear, then I know, okay, it's tacky, I can go ahead and apply it to my lash. And in the meantime, you can set the lash down, you can start doing like, you know, your brows or whatever it is that you want to do. You can start doing other parts of your face, because doing this sometimes is just boring, you know, like, so sometimes I'll set my lash down and I'll go in and do other parts of my face until it gets tacky. So here's what the lash looks like with the glue on. You can see it does have a little bit of a bluish hue to it. So I do know that the lash is tacky. Now what I'm going to do, this is my next tip, is take a mirror and I'm gonna put it right under me like this. You guys can see I have it face up, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my face over the mirror and I'm going to look down. So basically you want to be able to like see up your nose. Potentially, like when you look over this, you want to be able to see up your nose, and you want to be able to see all of your individual lashes. This is going to help you put the lash in the absolute correct spot. So what I'm gonna do, tweezers are your best friend, remember I said that. I'm gonna take my tweezers, and this is going on this eye. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set my elbow, rest my elbow on my desk, and I'm just going to apply the lash as close to the lash line as possible, but not on the lashes. And I'm just going to set it in the middle, hold it there for a sec, and then I'm going to start adding the ends and start pushing them into the lash line. So with the inner corner here, I'm going to put that as close to the lash line as possible. Again, you do not want to put the lashes on your actual eyelash, because when you remove the lashes, they can rip your eyelash hair out, and you definitely do not want that, especially because it takes eyelashes so long to grow and it is very painful. I've done it before. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lash on the outer corner here and just make sure that it is sticking to the appropriate spot on my eye. And then basically what I like to do, just to make sure that my eyelashes blend together, is I will take my tweezers and I will squeeze my natural lashes with the false lashes, and this is going to bring the band closer to your eyelashes as well. But just make sure you don't pinch yourself, because I've also done that a few times and it's very, very painful. So now we have that lash on. Now you are still going to be able to see the glue until it fully dries, but a tip for you is if you feel that you can still see the lash band, what you guys can do is you can take a felt tip liner. This is the tattoo liner from Kat Von D, and you can actually like either go above the band and put some liner over top of the band so you can't see it on the skin. Or what I like to do, I don't do this all the time, but I do like to do this, like you guys can see here. You can see a little separation on the inner corner. What I'll do is I'll take my fine eyeliner pen and I'll just kind of color in the gaps, if that makes sense. And of course, you don't want to poke your eye out, so please, please, please be very careful. But you can see, you can't really see that gap anymore. So that is why I like to sometimes, not all the time, I'll go in with a felt tip. Now you do have to be careful. You don't want to be rubbing too forcefully, because you will kind of like pull the lash off, which we don't want. Another tip that I have for you guys, if you were to get lifting on the inner corner here, what I do, because I get a lot of lifting, that's like my biggest problem and pet peeve with lashes, is I do get lifting on the inner corner. What you guys can do is, instead of starting right where the first lash hair begins right there, you can start it, you know, a little bit out further, like where these lashes start. So that way it's not jabbing you on the inner corner. Because sometimes if you apply it too close to here and you blink, it's gonna poke you, it's gonna make your eye water. You know, it's just gonna, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna ruin your eye makeup. You know, you're gonna basically be like crying, not actually crying, but you're gonna have tears building up in here. So right now for me, where I have the lash starting, that is a good point for me, and I know that. Now everybody's eye shape is different, so where my lash starts, it might for you start somewhere different, because you know, this might be too close to the inner corner for some people and it might irritate their eyes. So just judge based on your eye shape where you would like your lash to begin and trim it to that correct size for your eye. Now another thing that I like about this lash glue is, like I said, it is really good for sensitive eyes. I do think that it lasts, honestly. Like my lashes are gonna stay on until I pull them off, so I really, really like that. that. And you guys can see this is what the lash looks like on compared to my eye that doesn't have any false lash on it, just compared to regular mascara. So I'm going to, again, do the same thing to my other eye. I'm just going to do it off camera and I will be right back. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I have the other lash on. Another thing that I wanted to clarify on and touch base on is I do wear contacts, and I know that I've had a few bad experiences putting lashes on before, not because of the lash, but because I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't know how to apply lashes correctly. So make sure I've gotten lash glue on my contact lens before, and it is not a fun experience. If you do that, please clean your contact lenses, of course. Clean your eye out. I do find that this glue is good for contact lens wearers. I think that people who do wear contacts aren't going to have a problem with this glue. But that is another reason why you don't want to put your lashes directly on the lash hairs, because once those hairs start getting smothered in glue and you start blinking enough times, like eventually it is going to come down into your eye. So just remember, you want to apply your lashes above the hairs but as close to the lash line as possible. So there you have it, guys. That is how I apply my false lashes. Of course, when I first started out applying false lashes, it would take me 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, and I would get so frustrated and I would give up and I would quit. But I am here to tell you that once you figure it out, once you get the hang of it, it gets easier, and just don't give up. I tried years ago to do it, way before I even had the thought of starting YouTube, and eventually I just gave up. I was like, no, like, screw this. This is too much stress. This is too hard. I'm never gonna be able to do this. Until one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna figure this out, because I want to be like, not that I'm comparing myself to other people, but like, I want to be one of those girls that's able to put on false lashes with a, you know, a cute eyeshadow look, or, you know, when I'm going out, I want to be able to experience what it's like to know how to apply false lashes and wear them. I will say, if they're too far off of the edge and you blink, you're gonna feel it, and if they're too close to the inner corner and you blink, you're gonna feel it. Now, a way to tell if you have applied your false lashes correctly is when you blink, you shouldn't feel them. You should not be able to feel the false eyelashes at all. If you see any spots on your eyes or your contact lens, you possibly had gotten glue in them. I know sometimes, like, I'll be fine 1 second and then I'll blink, and then all of a sudden I'll get like a cloudy spot, and then I'll keep blinking and it will go away. But it still does kind of concern me, you know, of course, because it is possible that I could have gotten glue in my eye. Now, if you want, you can go back in with mascara and make the false lashes even more voluminous, even more lengthy, and you can, you know, blend your false lashes in with your natural lashes with the mascara. I don't like to do that though, because cleaning lashes is kind of a pain. So basically what I mean by that is, yes, you should clean your false eyelashes. You should 100% clean them. But what I do for cleaning is just simply I remove all the glue from the lashes. I never put mascara on my false lashes, because then I have to take a cotton round, micellar water, take another cotton round, put micellar water on that, put the false lash in between the 2 cotton rounds, let it sit to get all that mascara off, and I just think that it's such a hassle. So I never add mascara to my false lashes, just because the cleaning process it's just too much for me. Like, I would rather just strip off the glue and then I'm good to go, and that'll keep your lashes, you know, you'll be able to use them more, because some lashes, if you keep them clean and you keep them in good, you know, in good working order, you can get like 25 to 30 uses out of a false lash. So I feel like I do get that amount out of my false lashes because I don't apply mascara. Again, you can apply mascara if that's what you want. Please do it. It might make you feel better about your lashes, but just know, like, if you do apply mascara, you do really want to deep clean your lashes. You do want to deep clean your lashes, because you don't want any like bacteria or anything getting on them. And plus, the more mascara you add over top of it, the clumpier it's gonna get, and it's just not gonna be good for your lashes in the long run. So yeah, you guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys like it. If you have any questions regarding false lashes, let me know in the comments below, or, you know, message me on Instagram. I would love to be able to help you through any questions that you guys have. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification on, give this video a thumbs up if you liked the video, and make sure you check out my social media. They're down in the description bar. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.